Hello guys and welcome back again by a new crypto daily update video. In today's video we're gonna discuss all these charts and the next move is currently starting and how can we anticipate on this with a trade setup. Let's dive right away into it right now. As we can see, we have a daily upwards sloping support line, and every time we touched it we saw a massive increase in price. Every time we touched it we saw a massive increase in price. Exactly the same right here. And what did we do the last days? We touched it 2 times, and yeah, we see some price move towards the upside, and we expect it to pump like every time we did before, like 8%, like 10% here, 10% right here of as well. So what can we expect from this support line? If we see a good reaction, which we are seeing right now, we can anticipate on a 120k Bitcoin, and this is a massive trade you could take because that is around 10% without any leverage. So this is a really great setup to take towards a 120k Bitcoin, because I think it's a matter of time when we see the 120k Bitcoin. So that is it for this chart, but this chart tells so much about how bullish Bitcoin is right now. So it's a pretty important chart. Then also the Bitcoin chart on a 2-hour time frame. We see that we have a momentum squeeze right here. Exactly resistance on the top side. We are currently testing it right now. We have support on the lower side, and also we touched that as well and we took support of it. This is on these prices, and with all the other charts I'm gonna discuss, the best trade setup you could take. So exactly the same as all the other patterns. If we break above it, we can take it on a retest and trade it towards the upside. If we break below it, we can do exactly the same but short it towards the downside. And this is a major trade setup I'm taking if it happens. And if this one breaks out and if it happens, I'm gonna discuss it on my X page. So please make sure to follow me over there, because if I take a trade, if the breakout happens, I'm discussing it right here and I make daily and hourly updates of the market. So it's pretty important to follow me over there. So 2 scenarios: break above it, retest it and long it towards the upside, break below it, retest and short it towards the downside. That are the 2 trade scenarios, major trade scenarios you could take to make a big amount of money. So keep that in mind. Then also on Bitcoin, what we can see right here, and it's not a head and shoulders pattern, but it's more like we are turning on momentum. So what did we saw here? We made a low, we made a lower high, then we made a lower low, and lower low is a very bearish sign. In case if you do break the lower high you saw before and make a new high, which we did, then you're turning momentum. So this is step 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the next leg we need to see is a higher low, and that is exactly what we saw right here. So what did we do right now? We turned and flipped the trend into a bullish trend again. What you want to see and what you will expect right now is a break of this high to continue with a higher low, so a low higher than this one, to continue towards the upside. That's exactly what you want to see, and then gain this high and go further towards the upside. So yeah, we're switching momentum, and it's pretty clean how we're doing it right now, and it screams for a surge towards the upside. So it's pretty good to see here. Also, if you look at the liquidation map, we only see liquidations on the top side of this high. So yeah, what can you expect? You can expect that we will take this out in upcoming hours or days, and all the liquidity is sitting above and nothing is sitting below. So you expect price to pump sorry, into these levels and areas of liquidity first. So that's exactly what I'm expecting for, and I think if we do so, we will see breakouts on every time frame, and the confluences are so big that we could open a very big trade right here. Then for Ethereum, we are doing exactly the same here. We have top side resistance right here. we have upward sloping support line right here, and we touched it perfectly. I also shared this chart when it was right here on X. So you could have known that here was a support zone, wouldn't panic, and maybe trade it towards the upside. For Ethereum, exactly the same here. If we break above it, we can take it on the retest towards the upside. If we break below it, we can take it on the retest towards the downside. It's pretty simple. Also this one, if we breaks out, I'm gonna discuss this live on my X channel because these are high confluence trades you want to take. So please make sure to follow me over there as well. Then also another pattern forming on Ethereum, and I think this one will break out sooner than this pattern. What do we see here? We see a inverse head and shoulders pattern. So what do we expect? That's also a bit the same I talked about on Bitcoin right here. But what we did saw is we set this one, then we made a new lower low. We didn't make a new higher high, but now we're setting a new higher low. What you want to expect then is a new higher high right here, and that's where you're playing on. And on the retest, you can long it because what you did right then, you flipped it. You flipped the trend. And that's exactly how you want to anticipate these patterns. And if you flip the trend, you are really early stage into trades. And that is, for me, the best trade scenarios you could get. So also for this one, if it breaks out on the retest, yeah, you have a really high confluence trade. And I think we will surge to 3K within hours. So yeah, keep this chart in mind here. Then the total market cap also looking pretty bullish in my opinion, because if you look at the 4 hour, we already saw a golden cross. And if we look at the 6 hours, you see that we are really close and maybe one candle close away from a golden cross. And that's a pretty good sign because every time we saw a golden cross right here, we saw a pump of approximately 6%. When we saw it right here, we saw a pump of approximately 13%. So if we expect a pump of 6% right here, it means that we are on $3.6 trillion. And that will mean that the whole crypto market will grow 6%. So that would be very big. So keep this chart in mind because it's happening right now. And if you do see this, yeah, I think we get very bullish, and all altcoins and crypto and Bitcoin will pump towards the upside. So it's a pretty important chart. Then also the USDT dominance is looking so bearish here, and this is exactly what you want to see. What did we saw on the USDT dominance? We saw a consolidation for a period of time and we broke down of it. We saw a consolidation of a period of time and we broke down of it. We saw a consolidation and we broke down of it. So what do we expect here? We expected a massive drop from USDT dominance towards the downside, because every time we broke out of the range, we saw a massive dump towards the downside, which also signifies a money flow into crypto and Bitcoin, which will cause for a massive pump towards the upside. So this chart you want to see go to zero. And I think this chart is very bearish for the moment. And if you look at the total market cap Bitcoin, we will see that this chart will fall towards the downside. And we have so much confluence right now that crypto will pump and Bitcoin will pump in the upcoming hours or days. So it's a pretty bullish sign, and I'm so bullish on the markets right now because we're seeing such significant indicators that we will pump towards the upside, and we are sitting at all-time highs. So that means that if we break above, we come in price discovery again, and that the price doesn't stop pumping. So I'm really excited here for the upcoming days. And this chart signifies for a massive pump, and the total market cap and Bitcoin as well. So we're so bullish right now, but you only need to see and anticipate on it to make a big amount of money of it. Then also a on-chain chart here. This is a chart that signifies Bitcoin percentage of addresses that are in losses. So all the people who bought Bitcoin, how many percent is in profit and is in loss. Now, what we can see here is that we hit a all-time local low. That means that 0.44% of everyone who holds Bitcoin is in a loss. That means that 99.5% is in a profit. And that is something that is pretty good, because if you look at the past, you see that at some point 85% of the holders were in loss, 70% were in loss, 55% were in loss, 50% were in loss. And now almost everyone is making money with crypto and Bitcoin. So that's a pretty good sign we see right now. And yeah, we can anticipate on it right now, because believe me, I'm one of the wallets that is in a huge profit here. So I'm not a loss wallet. Please make sure to follow me all over on YouTube and over on X to never miss a trade again, because I'm calling these trades literally live and I know they will play out. And if it play out, we will jump on it right away and we will make money again, because these are such high confluence setups. And I'm literally calling it for you live on my X channel and also right here. So please make sure to follow me over on YouTube. Please make sure to follow me over on X. And I will see you tomorrow by a new Crypto Daily Update video. Bye.